Hello good day viewers. In this tutorial we are going to evaluate this series of trigonometric ratios. We are asked to evaluate sine squared 1 degree plus sine squared 2 degrees plus sine squared 3 degrees plus sine squared 4 degrees in that order up to sine squared 90 degrees. But the question is, are we going to simplify them term by term up to sine squared 90 degrees? No, we're not going to do that. Rather apply a logic here. And what is the logic? You should remember that if you have sine squared x plus cosine squared x, this is always equal to 1. Remember that. And also, if you have sine of 90 degrees minus x, this is equal to cosine of x. This is always true, right? Therefore, sine squared 90 minus x is the same thing as cosine squared x. You should observe that 89 can be written as 90 minus 1. Therefore, the whole of this is equal to sine squared 90 degrees minus 1, which is equivalent to cosine squared 1 degrees, right? And sine squared 1 degree plus cosine squared 1 degree will be equal to 1. Can you see that logic? And again, before 89, we can have sine squared 88, which is the same thing as sine squared 90 minus 2, which is equivalent to cosine squared 2. And cosine squared 2 plus sine squared 2 is equal to 1. So we keep on coming backward, increasing these terms. So let's do that. So we're going to have a series of sine squared 1 degrees plus sine squared 89 degrees. You know, this is the same thing as cosine squared 1, right? So this will be equal to 1. And I take the second term, sine squared 2 degrees. Then I will add it to sine squared 88 degrees. This is also equal to 1. I have sine squared 3 degrees plus sine squared 87 degrees. This is also equal to 1. So this is how we're going to add all these series up to sine squared 44 degrees plus sine squared 46 degrees. This is also equal to 1. So the question is, how many ones do we have here? We have 44 of them, definitely, because you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 44. So we have 44 of them. But we have an exclusive, which is 45 degrees and 90 degrees. So we are going to add them as well. If you add all of these ones together, you're going to obtain 44. But we still have two ratios to evaluate. And the ratios are sine squared 45 degrees. Then also we have sine squared 90 degrees. So let's evaluate these two. Whatever we have, we add it to 44 to get our final answer. Sine squared 45 degrees is equal to root 2 over 2 all squared, because sine 45 is root 2 over 2, but this is squared, right? Plus sine 90 is 1, but since we have a square here, we have to square that. We have 1 squared. If you square this, you're going to obtain 2 over 4, which is the same thing as 1 over 2, and 1 squared is 1. So the whole of this, we're going to add 44. Remember, 44 plus 1 is 45 plus a half. This is 45 and a half. And therefore, this is the final answer after you have evaluated all these trigonometric ratios from sine squared 1 degree up to sine squared 90 degrees. And this is all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye bye.